don't go anywhere without our Black Forest gummies. This bag was fuller. I forgot to record it when it was full.
So today we're going over to Seward. I'm going to run Mount Marathon over there because I'm in the race on July 4th. And so I need to do a little bit of training before that happens. Leslie is not going to run the mountain.
No. I am going to get coffee in Seward and walk around the downtown area and maybe go to like some thrift store or something. So what are fry?
Just a little baby salmon. So there's a bigger one that's like 3 or 4 inches. And then there's a whole bunch of little tiny ones.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see them. So yeah, but this is like a pretty little stop. We're about an hour from Seward. See, look at all that snow up there. It's pretty low too. Also, we're in the car and we're going on a trip and there's kind of room in the car for 2 car seats. So we don't have car seats yet. They're coming next week. But we installed, we got little like mirrors and stuff. So we have that. That's like our baby remnant in the car here. But we actually have room for car seats. And the back is pretty empty. We are pulling into Seward. I took another nap. I'm ready for some coffee. We have passed a ton of tour buses, and yeah, we just pulled in. We saw a big cruise ship, so there could be a lot of people downtown that are getting off the cruise ship and stuff. So, how do you feel?
I feel good.
He's leaving me his wallet. That's very kind. He's gonna run up there. There's already people in the parking lot training. Silas said there's special Mount Marathon bumper stickers that you only get for running the mountain in the race on the 4th of July. And some of these vehicles have the stickers, so professionals are here. I have hiked this trail. I don't run it. So I've hiked it once and it was terrible weather. It was like raining and nasty, and it took us like 8 hours to hike it, but Silas is gonna run it in like an hour. So
Like mixing my brands though.
Your Solomons and your...
My innovates.
He used to have Solomons, you know?
They're just not wide enough. I would always bust out the sides. My toes would just start coming out. So these innovates have a much wider toolbox. Very good.
This is the first time. He just bought these. So, you run a couple times in them at home, but... Why are gloves important?
Mostly just for the coming down. You're kind of doing a little bit of sliding, and it's not that important unless you're going quick. So I'm getting banged up.
Which he is planning on going quick.
So Mount Marathon is one of the oldest foot races in the U.S. The running this year will be the 94th official running. I think there's only been a couple years in the history that they haven't done it. I think like World War II and the first year of COVID. But yeah, this year is the 94th running. I've been trying to get into the race for a long time, and this is the first year I finally got into the actual race. So trying to actually do a little bit more training this year. I've run it a whole bunch of times. I love to run it, but it's going to be serious this year. So it's only about a 5K, but it's 3,000 feet of elevation, and the top times are just over 40 minutes. So it's pretty intense. I'm not going to be getting that close to the best time, but it's a really neat historical race, kind of dangerous. I don't know how much video I'm going to get this time, but I'll try and take a little bit as I do it. And yeah, this is my first run of the year on the mountain. We'll see what happens. Never takes long for the what was I thinking to kick in. That's pretty rough. Nice day for it though. It's not too hot, but not muddy.
So yeah, there's the mountain that Silas is running. It's pretty crazy. And that gray stuff coming down is just like shale. So it's pretty nuts. You basically just slide down the hill.
This is the worst stretch. Kind of before you get to the halfway point. And it's like, what's the point? Why do I do this? We'll see.
When he does this stuff now, I tell him, you're not allowed to like break anything. There's 2 babies coming in a couple of weeks. So I need your arms to hold babies. But I'm gonna go find coffee. Have my coffee, getting my energy. It's very sweet coffee. I like my coffee sweet, but I guess I shouldn't have picked the, what was it called? I don't know. It was like the coffee cloud or something. It was like mocha, vanilla, and caramel. Should have known. But anyway, I am on the hunt for a supposed thrift store around here. So, just see if I can find it. Last time Silas ran the mountain, I was here. I walk like all around the downtown area. I don't think I have that sort of energy. It's just a lot harder to walk all around now, so we'll see how much walking I do, but I am going to try. There's like 2 thrift stores right around here. I'm going to try and find whether I walk or drive to them.
Almost to halfway. Out in the clear now. No more trees. So that kind of, the breeze gets to you and that can help a little bit. And by this time you're just kind of starting to condition yourself. Your body realizes this isn't stopping for a little while. There's a halfway marker. This guy passed me on the way up. So on his way down. So obviously, I'm not gonna be at the top. But we can reach the top. We're 3 minutes in. So, not my worst time. Some people slide the snow, but I'm not brave enough for that. It just sounds really dangerous. I don't know how you'd stop. I know people are happy when there's snow on the day of the race because it shaves off a bit of time. You just slide. This rock is the official summit for the race. You gotta go around the rock. And that's 51 minutes up for me today. So I'm not gonna make an hour on the way down, but it shouldn't be much over. And then you gotta switch, turning on different muscles in your legs, and then just feel like Jello at this point. Survived so far.
We have found the thrift store. I am now speed walking. Not really speed walking because I'm pregnant, but walking back to the car because I found some really cute stuff at that thrift store, but they only take cash, and I only had like $6. So, but I have a little bit of cash in the car, so I'm walking back to the car, and then I'm gonna drive up to the thrift store, and that's probably almost time to go get Silas. So I don't know. Shall see how he does. So he said, I don't remember where I parked. It's like right in here somewhere. He said it would take him about a little over an hour. So.
So I made it in just about an hour, 6 minutes, and 30 seconds. So not great time, and that's just the mountain part in mind. So the actual day of the race includes a bit of, starts downtown, so a bit of street time. But not awful for the first run of the season. We'll see. Gas is too expensive to come run it. This is probably my only time before the race, so I need to do a lot more steep training around home. But overall, I felt pretty good. So the down was about 13 minutes, which could be sped up a little bit. I felt pretty good coming down, like my legs weren't jello, so I could speed up there, and then the up definitely needs to speed up a little bit too, but just a little bit of blood, not too bad.
He's alive, folks.
Not too much blood.
You have blood?
Just a little bit on the finger.
That's pretty good. I was like, I don't even see any on your legs. You can cut that out. I tried to like video inside the thrift store, but they had some like cute stuff. So like all the baby stuff was like 99 cents. So I got a little girl this because I have a dress that's like just like this. It's like yellow polka dots. I got one of these because it was brand new. It's 99 cents. And those are a couple bucks. And then I got our little boy these because these were just too cute. This was so cute. It's buttons. The moose is loose and sold out in Alaska. I got this shirt for Silas. I didn't like, they were, after I was like leaving, they were like, oh, and all kids' books are free. And so I was like, well, now I know. But I kind of glanced at the kids' book. They didn't really have like baby books. It was more like readers and little storybooks and stuff too. So, but I'll definitely keep that in mind for as the twins get older, like that they have free kids' books there. I used to work for a cruise line. I worked for Princess Holland America Cruise Line in Fairbanks. So it was like the best job ever. I loved it. I worked in like guest relations, was a supervisor, and dealt with people who had weird problems while on tour. So it was a really fun job.
People will know that you didn't bring enough mayonnaise.
It looked like a lot when I was like putting it in the thingy. It looked like a lot of mayonnaise, okay? I didn't bring enough mustard either. What do you think is in this thing?
Water?
No, as far as fish, they said it's stock.
Yeah, I'm probably salmon.
I mentioned earlier, like the first time that I've hiked the mountain, I guess, and that I've hiked Mount Marathon. But the first time we ever did it was like basically our first date. Second date. I mean, it was a day after our first date, so you be the judge. It was like miserable weather. It was pouring. It poured rain. It never like let up. He's a nut. He says he thinks it only took like 6 hours. I felt like it took 8, but it might have been closer to 6. It took a long time. He almost got hypothermia. He hadn't told me to pack dry clothes. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but he told everyone else, because we did it with his family, and he told everyone else to bring dry clothes except for me. And so we got to the end, and everyone else was like changing into dry clothes, and I had nothing, and I was freezing. His sisters loaned me like some clothes, but I went into Safeway and I bought like a pair of sweatpants and some socks and a blanket. He made a good use of it, because then on the way home I was so cold, so he had to put his arm around me. It was fun though. It was a lot of fun. He thinks we can maybe hike it this fall with the twins. We'll see. So yeah, Silas is building us a Murphy bed for the house. And then when the bed goes up, there will be a couch underneath it. So when the bed's up, there'll be a couch. So that's what we're getting some stuff for today. Just like that, we're back to having a full car again. And there were car seats in here. I don't know how we would do this board thing. They're trying some, what is this place called?
The Burger Bus.
No. That's what I was gonna say, but I was like, that can't be it. That's too simple. I'm just remembering it wrong.
That's a lot of burger.
And it was like $10 for a burger and fries.
This one was a little like 11, but yeah.
Yeah.
We make a stop and then they'll get the 3 Bears sometimes for soft serve ice cream. And Leslie's still inside, so I'm going to dig in and see what she says when she gets out.
Sweet mama ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. That's rude to record me. We're home.
It was a long day.
Mm-hmm. It's what, like 9:30?
9:38. Yeah, so we bought stuff for the Murphy bed couch that I'm going to build.
Murphy bed project is next. We'll be posting that.
And then we'll do a tour of the house.
So yeah, stick around for a tiny house tour once we get it all set up and ready for babies. I mean, we've been living here for like a year now, basically, but it's like going through all sorts of revamp projects to get ready for twins. So it's kind of exciting. So yeah, we'll be posting those soon-ish.